have such sights to show you.
Too. The halls, the doors, everything's changed.
Operation Stutter is a first-person psychological horror game from Caver Entertainment, set during the Cold War in a top-secret research facility where reality fractures under the weight of paranoia and nuclear dread. You play as a man unraveling his identity while navigating surreal environments shaped by memory, surveillance, and Cold War propaganda. Using a film camera to document anomalies, players piece together a fragmented past through notes, tapes, and photographs. Inspired by art house cinema, the game emphasizes atmosphere over jump scares, with haunting sound design and retro analog tech. Operation Stutter release date is yet to be announced, but it will be available on PC and maybe on consoles.
People need to know about this. We're desperate here. The operation is getting out of...
What is this?
Hey! Who are you? I can't breathe! I don't want to die! Please! Shit!
BrokenLore Dark Dawn is a first-person psychological horror game from Serafini Productions, plunging players into a nightmarish descent through abduction, human trafficking, and the darkest corners of the dark web. You play as a kidnapped victim navigating a fractured reality where hallucinations twist familiar spaces into grotesque landscapes, and your own mind becomes the deadliest threat. Time-based mechanics force critical decisions. Rest too long and death may come, act too soon, and you risk unpreparedness. Crafting, mental health management, and despair-fueled enemies shape a survival experience with no safe ground. BrokenLore Dark Dawn is expected to release in 2026 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
I don't know why all of this happened. All I know is that I'm in danger.
Ah, so you were there. I was already starting to worry.
I have to escape. No matter what.
Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival is a single-player survival horror action game from Saber Interactive and Boss Team Games, plunging players into the twisted mythos of the iconic franchise. You play as Aiden, a desperate man wielding the Genesis configuration puzzle box to rescue his girlfriend Sunny from the nightmarish labyrinth. Guided by Clive Barker himself, the game blends psychological torment, grotesque beauty, and cinematic storytelling, with Doug Bradley reprising his role as Pinhead. Expect immersive horror, puzzle solving, and a descent into pain and pleasure. Hellraiser Revival releases July 22nd, 2025 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
She is hellbound. Follow her, for we have such sights to show you.
Crisol Theater of Idols is a first-person horror action-adventure from Vermilla Studios and Blumhouse Games, set in a nightmarish reimagining of Spain called Hispania. You play as Gabriel, a soldier wielding his own blood as both weapon and curse, navigating the cursed island of Tormentosa to uncover the disappearance of the sun god. The game blends folklore, religious iconography, and psychological dread, featuring terrifying saint statues that come to life and environments steeped in ritualistic horror. With blood-based combat, puzzle solving, and haunting visuals, it offers a uniquely sacrificial gameplay experience. Crisol Theater of Idols launches in 2025 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
If I am to fall, let my flesh turn to ash, so my soul may ascend to you. Consumed in your flames for all eternity, now and forever. Crisol.
Dreadout 3 is a third-person horror adventure from Digital Happiness, continuing the cult Indonesian series with a deeper dive into Southeast Asian folklore and supernatural terror. Players return as Linda Melinda, now a seasoned keeper of the dark, navigating an interdimensional rabbit hole to uncover the source of a growing, unseen power threatening the balance between light and darkness. The game expands its Ghostpedia system, blending puzzle solving, stealth, and spiritual combat through Linda's Iris phone, which reveals hidden horrors and urban legends. With non-linear exploration and haunting environments, Dreadout 3 releases in 2026 on PC via Steam. Dying Light the Beast is Techland's next evolution in its acclaimed survival horror franchise, plunging players into the eerie Swiss Alps-inspired Castor Woods. You reprise the role of Kyle Crane, now mutated with zombie DNA after years of brutal experimentation by a sadistic figure known as the Baron. The game introduces dual playstyles, human and beast, allowing for savage combat, rooftop parkour, and off-road traversal in a richly detailed open world. With enhanced co-op for up to 4 players, a darker narrative tone, and next-gen visuals, it promises the most intense Dying Light experience yet. Dying Light, the Beast releases September 19th, 2025 on PC, PS5, PS5 Pro, and Xbox Series X and S.
I don't care how high his walls are, or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me, all the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
Halloween the Game is an upcoming asymmetrical stealth horror experience from IllFonic, based on John Carpenter's iconic 1978 slasher film. Players step into the eerie town of Haddonfield on Halloween night, either as Michael Myers, the silent, relentless killer, or as civilians trying to survive and warn others before it's too late. The game features a single-player story mode that lets you embody the Shape himself, as well as multiplayer matches that unfold like cinematic slasher scenes. With authentic 70s aesthetics, haunting sound design, and dynamic gameplay, it captures the dread of the night he came home. Halloween the Game is set to release in 2026 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
No emotion. Perhaps not even human. 15 years later, he returned home. But what happened that night was only the beginning. It wasn't just a killing spree, it was a reckoning.
Whoa, calm down.
He was going to reach it. Come on, we have to go.
No.
You can't stop him. You can't reason with him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
IRE is a visceral first-person survival horror game from Team Clout, developed in collaboration with horror film veterans behind Longlegs, IT, and V/H/S/Beyond. Set in a decaying fortress overtaken by a mysterious entity, players face grotesque, physics-driven monsters in environments that react dynamically to every action. The game features a dismemberment system, weapon maintenance, and binaural audio that amplifies every scream and footstep. With cinematic tension and immersive realism powered by Unreal Engine 5, IRE challenges players to survive psychological and physical torment. IRE will release on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S, with the date still to be announced. IRE A Prologue is a first-person narrative horror game from Probably Monsters. Set aboard a haunted ship lost in the Bermuda Triangle in 1986, you play as Emily, a teenage girl searching for her missing father, trapped in a terrifying time loop with a relentless monster that adapts to your every move. The game blends stealth, exploration, and puzzle solving across 13 mysterious doors, each revealing fragments of a dark truth. Inspired by 80s and 90s horror, it uses Unreal Engine 5 to deliver immersive soundscapes and chilling atmosphere. IRE A Prologue launches October 28, 2025 on PC via Steam and Epic Games Store. P1 Anchorlight is a psychological anomaly hunting horror game from Deadbolt Interactive, set within a lavish Art Deco lighthouse that slowly reveals its sinister secrets. Players ascend its spiraling floors, identifying subtle environmental distortions, anomalies that hint at a buried, malevolent history. The game's standout mechanic, Don't Move, forces players to freeze when music cuts out, adding tension and unpredictability to each run. With a haunting atmosphere, layered storytelling, and a looping structure that deepens dread, it redefines horror through elegance and unease. P1 Anchor Light launches September 9th, 2025 on PC, October 14th on PlayStation, and November 11th on Xbox. Project Spectrum is a tactical horror shooter from Team Jade, the studio behind Delta Force, blending squad-based combat with psychological dread in a world warped by a mysterious force called the Ember. Players become elite operators tasked with infiltrating Ember zones, fluid, ever-changing environments teeming with mutated threats and sanity-draining anomalies. The game features asymmetric PPVE mechanics, sanity systems, and narrative-driven missions that unfold through tense debriefs and haunting flashbacks. With stealth, resourcefulness, and teamwork at its core, Project Spectrum promises a chilling, immersive experience. It is set to release in fall 2026 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
The loss is too heavy for you. But sometimes, loss can birth beasts and bury truths. What do you think? What if you are the beast?
The beast? Let's go back to the start.
Reanimal is a cinematic survival horror game from Tarsier Studios, the creators of Little Nightmares, plunging players into a post-apocalyptic island haunted by grotesque mutations and emotional trauma. You play as a brother and sister navigating flooded ruins and eerie forests to rescue missing friends, confronting monsters born from their troubled past. With a shared camera system, minimalist storytelling, and co-op gameplay, both online and local, Reanimal emphasizes claustrophobia, stealth, and puzzle solving. Its haunting aesthetic blends corrupted innocence with visceral dread. Reanimal is set to release in the first quarter of 2026 on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch 2. Resident Evil 9 Requiem is Capcom's next flagship survival horror title, plunging players back into the eerie ruins of Raccoon City 30 years after the original outbreak. The story follows Grace Ashcroft, a timid FBI analyst investigating her mother's mysterious death, unraveling a psychological thriller steeped in bioorganic terror. Directed by Koshi Nakanishi, known for Resident Evil 7, the game blends first and third-person perspectives, introduces a new stalker-type enemy, and emphasizes tension-release pacing. Inspired by David Fincher's cinematic style, it promises a chilling narrative and intense gameplay. Resident Evil 9. Requiem launches February 27th, 2026 on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude. What the?
They're coming. Grace, we need to go.
Go where? Mom, what's going on?
Hurry.
Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
Shh. We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time. Stay close.
Mom, wait!
Grace, keep moving.
Who's that? Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
Come on in here, Grace. Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace. Please know that you are my hope. Never forget that.
What are you talking about?
Just... I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Mom, I'm scared.
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
Routine is a first-person sci-fi survival horror game developed by Lunar Software set on an abandoned lunar base designed around a retro-futuristic 1980s vision of space exploration. Players arrive to repair a security fault, only to find the station eerily deserted and haunted by unknown threats. With no traditional combat, survival hinges on stealth, exploration, and the versatile Cosmonaut Assistance Tool, CAT, which helps navigate dark corridors and access critical systems. The game emphasizes immersion through full-body awareness, diegetic audio, and minimal UI. Routine is scheduled to launch in late 2025 on PC and Xbox Series X and S. The Twilight Project is an upcoming third-person survival horror game from Teapot Studio, set in a remote Thai village where reality fractures between day and night. Players take on the role of a stranded tourist navigating a cursed settlement that transforms into a deadly shadow realm after sunset. The game features a unique day and night dimension system, blending folklore-inspired horror with strategic survival mechanics like trap setting and safe zone construction. Drawing inspiration from Resident Evil 4 and Silent Hill, it promises unsettling atmosphere, limited resources, and mythological monsters. The Twilight Project is slated for release in 2026 exclusively on PC via Steam. Valor Mortis is a first-person Souls-like action game from the creators of Ghost Runner, plunging players into a nightmarish alternate history of 19th century Europe. You play as William, a resurrected soldier of Napoleon's Grande Armée, reborn with plague-infused powers and tasked with unraveling a conspiracy that threatens humanity. Combat is brutal and methodical, featuring parries, dashes, and supernatural finishers across varied weapons. The world is rich with secrets, horror-infused lore, and corrupted landscapes shaped by endless war. Valor Mortis is set to release in 2026 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Silent Hill F is easily one of the most intriguing horror titles dropping in 2025. Set in 1960s Japan, this game marks a bold shift from the franchise's usual fog-drenched American towns. You play as Hinako Shimizu, a high school girl navigating the eerie village of Ebisugaoka, where beauty and terror collide in haunting ways. The developers leaned into Japanese horror traditions, with Ryukishi07, the mind behind Higurashi, crafting a deeply psychological narrative. Expect grotesque monsters, unsettling environments, and a new melee combat system that adds intensity to every encounter. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, the visuals are disturbingly gorgeous, almost too perfect, which makes them even more unnerving. Konami's decision to go full Japanese horror feels like a spiritual reset for the series, and longtime fans will spot clever nods to past games. Silent Hill F launches September 25th, and trust me, it's not just a return, it's a reinvention.
Better get going.
A good day is always an extraordinary day. An extraordinary day is an always good day. With that in mind, today's a bit too extraordinary.
So this is where you are. I wondered where you had gone. You need to start getting ready. It's time to say your goodbyes. You're going to kill them with your own hands.
What's going on? No. It's got my home too. The halls, the doors, everything's changed. Tell me, who are you? Please. Just die.
And there you have it. 17 spine-chilling horror games that are set to redefine fear in 2025 and 2026. If any of these titles made it onto your wish list, drop a comment below and let me know which one you're most hyped for. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss another horror drop. See you in the next one.